That's so pretty. I am so ready for this. She's steamy still. That's so good. That is delightful. Hey everyone, I'm Jacalyn Maines, your hostess with the mostest at America's Best Restaurants. And today we are in Enterprise, Alabama, and I'm standing in front of the Barrel Room. Let's go see what this place is all about. Come on. So nice to see you.
So great to see you.
Hi. Thanks for having us here.
We're so excited to have you today.
So tell me, what can people expect when they come to the Barrel Room?
Well, one of the things we really like to focus on here at the Barrel Room is the individual experience.
Ooh.
We want you to be greeted as soon as you walk through the door. You'll meet someone from our friendly staff, whether it's our hostess in the evening or one of our bartenders or servers during the day. And they'll get you seated immediately, whether you sit inside or outside and enjoy the lovely patio.
I saw that patio when I was coming in.
It's beautiful. Great. We love it. We love it.
So tell me some of the elements that you thought about when creating the customer experience that you want them to have.
Well, one of the things that Josh and CJ and I wanted to focus on was the entire experience being customized to each person, the individual. We wanted to have an intimate setting that is comfortable, but still welcoming and inviting.
Tell me a little bit more about your part in the Barrel Room.
So this was a fun new adventure for both of us to partner with CJ. I have spent the last 10 years in law as a paralegal and decided that I needed to take my life in a different direction. It was time for some changes, and I've always been passionate about food, and especially for me, dessert. It's always been dessert first.
I can get on board with that.
My piece is behind the scenes. I hold a day job. I help support with some of the preparation of the proteins, like smoking pork belly, handyman stuff here and there, but anytime I'm not in the office, I'm here helping the staff out and just running into people that I've seen and met throughout my career that have come back to this area. So it helps to kind of marry us being transplants, and a lot of other individuals that are in this area are transplants, but bringing our world travels, our experiences through our careers, and bringing some of those memories to those people that have also traveled. And we've gotten so much great feedback for people that have traveled the world and had cuisine, and that they really like what we're doing here.
Beautiful. So CJ is another one of your partners, right?
She is. She's our chef, and she is one of our business partners.
Wonderful. She's mainly in the kitchen. You're front of house, she's back of house?
Absolutely.
All right.
She's always in the back of the house, and I'm pretty sure she's got something amazing for you to try today.
I can't wait. Let's go meet her. All right, so now I am back in the kitchen with Chef CJ. So tell me, what are you going to be making me?
We are going to do a cavatappi pasta with a dry rub salmon and a lemon cream kale sauce.
Yum. All right, so when you start this dish, where are you headed?
So we're gonna start our salmon first. We get a good crust on it, and then we'll work on our pasta.
What is the rub on the salmon?
A little bit of love, a little bit of seasoning.
I love that. Awesome. So talk to me a little bit about how you got started just cooking in the first place.
Well, I was in the military, and when you're in the military, you're always trying to raise money for a lot of social engagements and stuff. And people love to eat and love to give money for food. So
that's where I spend all my money. I know you.
When I was in my early 20s, I went to Chicago and lived there for 3 years. That's where I really fell in love with food. Like, I grew up in the South, so we had a lot of like Southern cooking and stuff. And
that
then
stuff sticks to
my palate just like exploded when I went to Chicago. When I was in Chicago, it was just a whole new world of things. And then when I traveled in the military, it's just mind blowing, like all the different things you see everywhere you go.
That's pretty.
Beautiful.
That's real pretty.
They sold
and if
locally
you, I mean,
as
the
well.
smell, garlic. It's like a beacon. It's calling me.
So, and this is baby kale. So sometimes we use the full-grown kale, and sometimes we use a baby kale.
Is that more tender?
It is.
Yeah, it looks like. Sure. I'll just try a tender little leaf of kale. This will surely get stuck in my teeth.
And like as soon as you put it in with your pasta and your water, like it wilts like really quickly, and it doesn't have that like super thick stem on it.
Is that some cream?
It is. It's some heavy cream, and then we also used an aged Parmesan. It's aged 24 months. If you ever get the chance to try anything side by side versus like the aging process with cheese, if anybody ever offers you that opportunity, 100% take it. So you want the sauce to like thicken up, you really need that starch from the pasta water to thicken it. If you rinse your pasta or put just plain water in it, it won't thicken the sauce.
Okay.
So it gives it like helps the sauce coat up.
That makes sense. It smells amazing.
Thank you. So after we make the pasta and the salmon, we top it off with a little bit of drizzle from our lemon cream sauce and some Parmesan, and then it's ready to go.
Yay. That's so pretty. I am so ready for this. She's steamy still. I like how the kale cuts through some of the creaminess of the sauce. Like it's just such a good complement to it.
But then like the cream sauce and the Parmesan and the lemon and the wine and
it all works together. This is nice and al dente too. That's so good. And I love the acidity from the lemon too. Like again, that cuts through some of the cream too. Thank you, thank you. Let's go sit down for a little bit. We'll chat, eat a little bit more, because I can't wait to see what you have for me next. All right, so now I have pulled CJ out of the kitchen because I want to hear more about your and Sabrina's journey to the barrel room. So talk to me more about that.
Well, we cooked together for a little while before we opened it. We did a kind of like we were cooking meals for friends and family and stuff, and that just kind of developed into our like working relationship and how well we worked together. And then when the opportunity opened up for us to purchase the barrel room, we jumped on it immediately, and then we both put in our resignations at the same time at our previous jobs.
That's great.
We quit on the same day. We both have children that work here. So it's just been a wild ride.
All right, I'm gonna bite into this beautiful piece of octopus. And while I'm crunching and munching on this, what kind of changes did you make, and why did you feel like Enterprise Alabama needed them?
So, well, we have a big military community here, and I was active duty, and then I worked for the Army, and I was just able to experience things all over the world that we don't have here. And I thought I wanted to make things familiar but different. So, like for the octopus, I didn't want to go like super crazy, but it is it's a friendly dish. Like I've had several people come by and say, I've never had octopus before, and I like put it down, like if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back, but you just try it. Like the rule at my house with my children was you at least have to try it.
Yes.
If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. But you at least have to try it.
Yes.
And my oldest, she'll eat just about anything. My youngest is still kind of picky a little bit, but so that's kind of what I try to do here is introduce new things that aren't too crazy out of the box, but also something that people aren't used to that they can try and experience.
The octopus is tender. And what is this? This is like a little bit of sprinkly something on top. What is that?
Every time somebody asks me what's in it, I just say a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of love. But
Okay. I was just trying to figure out what I was tasting because it gives it a little bit more crunch.
Yeah. So
with
it's
the bread
we,
too.
so we have a lot of our base sauces with our garlic confit and some shallots and then some seasonings that we mix together, and then I fry it up, but you got to get it just right so it's not burnt but still a little crispy.
Delicious. Okay, so talk to me about this dish right here.
Right. So I was in the store one time and I saw duck fat. And I'm not like a super fan of duck fat because it's kind of fatty, but I also love the flavor of it. So I was like, what can I make with duck fat? So I made some parsnips at home one time with duck fat.
Yeah, because parsnips don't have that much flavor by themselves, correct?
But they're delicious. So with the duck fat and a little bit of salt. It's like a little dance.
It's all about the seasoning.
Yes.
What you use to flavor it.
And it was so good. So I wanted to make something that was familiar to people, but something they're not going to make at home. or something that is not familiar at home.
Okay.
So that when you go out, it's a new experience, it's a new dish, it's something that, especially when you're paying for something. So you're paying for a service, you're paying for dinner, and I want it to be like, I can't make this at home, so I'm gonna go out to dinner to get it,
So this is some beef we've got here.
It's a beef medallion.
With some sauce.
Yes, it's a pepper sauce, a cream pepper sauce. We use peppercorns, garlic, confit, some shallots, some red peppers, jalapeno peppers. It's all different kinds of peppers. So it's medallions. It's a terrace major cut of beef. It's the muscle that's above the beef tenderloin. This is our most popular dish. So we have a peppercorn sauce that's on top.
Nice chunk of pepper.
Yep. And then
I just lit my mouth up. That was good.
I know. I love it because, and I don't like things that are so spicy you can't taste the flavor anywhere else.
No, still has the flavor. So walk me through some of the thoughts and emotions that you and Sabrina had as you embarked on, the barrel room journey, and actually you went from cooking together in a kitchen to opening a restaurant. So I want to hear more about that.
So we met through a social group that we're both members of and have been for several years. When I moved here from Italy, I had posted in the group that I was moving here, and whenever you post in that group, a big group of the people get together and they go out to dinner and you get invited to all the different parties, and so she's one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life, and so we just clicked, because she's like, you ever meet people and you're just like, I really want to know you forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's the kind of person she is. And then in November, my dad got real sick. And then in January, he passed away. They helped me with all of that.
Yeah.
I got a pretty decent inheritance, and she knows my love for food, and she has a love for food. And pretty much everything we do together is around food. Like, we will drive an hour and a half for a good place to eat.
I have a friend like that.
Yeah.
I get it.
So anytime I see something new, I'm just like, hey, do you want to go do this? And she's like, yeah, let's go. So that happened. And then when my dad and I were actually talking for several months before he passed about him moving here and having a seat at the bar, because he's a great storyteller.
Oh.
And so when he passed, they helped me with everything. And then one day we were sipping on some tequila and we were like, we should open a restaurant. And one of our friends, James Nicoletta, sent us a message and said the barrel room was for sale. Next thing I know, we were in here signing papers, put in our resignations at the same time. Yeah, like she likes to say, we jumped in the deep end of the ocean with concrete bricks on. To our feet.
You are my people.
So when we see something we want to do, we do it. And the community here is incredibly supportive and love it. Like we have one of the only outdoor seating areas. Like there's restaurants that have a couple of outdoor seats, but we have an entire patio. And there's nowhere else in Enterprise that has a patio like we do.
Oh, nice. Well, bringing some different things.
It's hot as Hades here, but when it's nice out, it's beautiful.
So you're bringing different ambiance and then also different flavors to the table. And I will say, I've been to Italy and it's the first time I had octopus grilled. And your octopus takes me back to Italy. I'm going in for thirds, fourths, fifths. Yeah. I don't know how many bites I've had. I've almost had the whole thing.
Yeah. If you grab a glass of Suave, it's even better.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to try it with microgreens this time. But
for sure.
While I do, tell us how we can find you online. Oh, I lost mine.
So we have a Facebook page right now, and we do have Instagram. So our Facebook is The Barrel Room and Enterprise, but mainly it's on Facebook and then just coming in.
Sure. Yeah. What kind of things do you post on your Facebook page?
We post all of our specials. This is a small community, so we play the football games here for the high school.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we play the football games here. We have specialty drinks that go with the local high schools.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we had a couple of beauty queens come in.
Oh, wow.
It's a fun little place. The community here is very supportive, and they're very, very big on shop local and local businesses, small businesses. Everywhere I go, people say hi and recognize you, and it's really neat.
Good support. I love that. All right, so now you know where to go to check them out online. You can go to their Facebook page, check out their specials. If you want to see the octopus but taste it, you got to come in, right? You got to come in and experience that. Thank you so much for having us and sharing your talent and your story. So now you know where to find them. Well, folks, this is the Barrel Room, and oh my goodness, that octopus took me back to Italy. The only thing missing is you. I'm Jacalyn Maines, your hostess with the mostest at ABR, and until next time, where we show you where the best local eats are. Bye, everyone.